Hey y'all, it's your favorite three estheticians. It's Brittany, Lashana, and Candace, and we gonna give y'all our IG names.
I See You, Brown Lash.
SC Idols, LLC.
And I'm Dusted Rubies. So y'all done with spelling it out, huh?
Yeah,
Y'all
I
done-
mean,
Watch the first
watch
videos.
Watch the
Catch
first.
up.
No, the first three videos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have y'all caught the first three videos?
if you haven't, you should.
We're 4
Yeah.
episodes in.
So press pause and go back and watch episode 1, 2, and 3 because there's some really good info in there. So today you got your popcorn.
Popcorns and periods. That's the conversation.
Yes, popcorn and periods. So we are talking about the menstrual cycle today. How about we start with some of our stories when we first got on our cycle?
Okay.
Candace, tell us about yours.
So, I was 12 years old when I started my cycle. I was getting ready for school. I sat down on a white comforter and I got up and there was blood on the comforter. Now, preface this, I did not get the period talk. I did not get a sex talk. It was just do it when you're ready with somebody that you trust. That was it.
That was it.
I don't trust none of
I
these tricks
don't
because they
either.
tricky.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I need to make that a meme.
No,
I like
that's
that.
a lyric.
Is
Megan
it
Thee-
though?
Megan Thee Stallion. I don't be
Megan
trusting
Thee
these tricks 'cause
Stallion,
they
we gonna
tricky.
tag you.
It's just somebody else's titties.
With her fresh ass knees. But I was 12. I sat down on the comforter. I got up. It was red. I freaked out. I didn't know what was going on. I stuffed my underwear with tissue. I didn't tell anybody for 2 whole days. So when I finally did tell my mom, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I think I started my period.
So
She
you
was
knew
like,
what it was.
Yeah, but I was just like,
You was afraid to be an adult? Did you do something wrong? Why did it start?
yeah, and I was expecting because like everybody in my family had like very heavy periods, very heavy cramping, and I didn't feel anything. It just started.
Yeah.
So then when I told my mom, she ended up telling my aunt.
Telling the family your business.
It's like a celebration.
No, but still, moms, let's normalize like keeping our daughter's secrets. Like, let's not get on the phone and be like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Yes.
because it can be
Yes,
a little
that's-
embarrassing.
That's
And
a real
like,
thing.
Yeah.
and like, I don't know why black moms think they can call their sisters and be like, girls, so you know.
Yes.
I just feel like,
But my mom is Korean, but she
Well.
black anyway. But
I
yeah,
bet you daddy black.
terrible. But she called my aunt, and we went over to my aunt's house, and she was like, "You're a lady now," with this
But
crazy
that's-
like
that is-
evil laugh.
that's not
And then she
funny,
was like,
though.
"Make sure you stay clean, or you're gonna smell like fish." That was it.
That was your first experience.
That was it. And then
I like your
you know,
entry.
like they all crazy. But then
would
of
be
course,
that
you know,
crazy, huh?
when you first get started, like you're right, you don't know when it's happening, and like I was always having accidents because I couldn't get the pad right.
And you was
Like,
young.
I was
You
young.
was
I
young.
was
You was
really
12.
young. I was 12.
But they're starting younger these
Hormones.
days.
Y'all think it's the milk, the cow milk?
I don't know.
I think it's the milk. I think it's the meat. I think it's,
Yeah,
everything is.
it's making it
Yeah.
start a whole lot earlier.
So for me, I haven't like my girls, and my oldest is 19. She still don't have a menstrual cycle, and she's been to see doctors and everything. But her grandmother started at like 17. So on their side of the family, I just think that they have like
It's a little bit.
it's a
later.
little later. And then I have a 11-year-old, but my 11-year-old do not eat meat. She don't drink soda. She don't drink. So with her, we still have an experience. But my friends' kids are like 9 years old.
Starting.
I had some cousins at 9 years old that started their cycle. And it's like, how 9-year-old just got through pissing in bed? Like, how do you know how to keep a holy period? For me, I started my cycle at school at 13 years old. It wasn't like a big mess. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to say anything to anyone. But I went to the bathroom, and then it was like brownish. It wasn't quite red or pink. It was just like this. And I'm like, what is this? And I kept wiping because you want to wipe till you're clean, and it was steady brown. I was like, okay. I went home and I told my grandmother, and I'm like, I was in the bathroom. I was like, Grandma, I think something happening. And she was like, oh, let me go in there and get you a sanitary napkin.
A sanitary
No, you old.
I was like, Spanish. She's like, yeah, you put it, on like this. You want to go check yourself every so often, and you change it. And then.
So you had a good talk.
No, it wasn't. I mean, and then my mom, and then my dad. So then it was like. I cried. I was crying so bad.
You was emotional.
No, because like they tried to play me. They tried to make me go into CVS and backpacks. Like I'm not doing this. Like, so yeah, my talked to my grandma, and then when my father got off work, I went to meet up with my mom because I kind of lived with my father and my grandmother growing up. So he took me over to my mom so I can spend, a night with her so that we can have this talk. And she's like, she tried to make me go into CVS to purchase my own pads. And I'm like, no, you're not going to embarrass me. Plus, I like the little boy that worked at the counter or whatever. So it was just like, no. And she's like, well, you're going to have to do this on your own. And for a very long time, as a woman, I was a kid, I was embarrassed to buy my own feminine products. I don't know. Weird, right?
Don't be afraid.
Now it's like,
but you know what? I still, if I'm in the store, I'll still like put
things
my
in front of it,
tampons up under it,
or
I just like throw it in the bag.
Throw it in the bag.
I always like that's like a personal thing, I guess.
And after that, like one of my dating rules was I gotta send him to the store for something. Like if you don't want to go to the store and get my stuff, like. You ain't getting my stuff.
Go buy tampons?
Yeah, like I gotta see how down you really are. Like people do it like for you, like you a man, you gotta be coming to a woman that need it, right? But yeah, that's like one of my dating things.
If you are out there listening, Amazon has everything we need. So does Target Drive Up. So you do not have to go in the store and buy LaShayna any kind of menstrual.
Well, I use the menstrual cup now, so lucky for me. You can use the same cup,
so you don't have to worry about it now. So you good. So I don't think I have quite a vivid memory like you guys do.
Really?
Yeah, but what I do remember is I was about 11 and I was on the playground and I felt something warm in my pants. And I was like, dang, did I pee on myself? Because I was like, I can't be having that much fun.
Yeah.
But I went to the bathroom and I saw the blood. It was in my pants. And at that point, I became embarrassed because I was like, did nobody tell me?
Oh, you just
well, maybe nobody knew.
But, I mean, we were all 11.
Okay.
What is somebody going to be like, I think you're in your period? Because they don't know either.
Yeah, no.
But maybe nobody never saw it but you.
Listen, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. But so I went and I tied
and you got
a jacket. No.
I
went and I tied a jacket around me. And I sat in class for a little while, but I don't know if my mom checked me out.
Breast implants.
No, you don't.
Sorry.
I don't know if my mom checked me out of school or if she just brought me something else. But I don't remember having the talk because it was plenty of times after that where my period came on as a surprise. And I feel like
So you think it was a surprise or you just wasn't monitoring?
Well, I wasn't because I didn't have a talk. I didn't know. It just came.
It wasn't a surprise. It really was coming as it should have. It was a surprise.
It was a surprise to you
wasn't
me
keeping up with
because I didn't really
have the talk.
Right. So, and then I do remember when I got to high school, I may have been like 17, and I tried a tampon for the first time. And it was the worst experience I have ever had in my entire life.
Because ain't nobody tell you how to use it.
Because ain't nobody tell me how to use it. And I was a virgin at the time. So it was just to me, it was just like
it's just
like it's like it don't belong. It don't belong. So, Mom, I wish I would have had a talk.
Miss Edwards, we need to talk about that. Just put my girl out there to the world.
She don't know what's going on.
Right, but my daughter, she about to turn 7, and I think now is a good time to at least introduce it. Yes. And just talk about it. Just whatever questions they have, answer it.
And don't be embarrassed to give real conversation about this topic, because so many parents are like, I don't know, like you're over there tiptoeing around it. No, we have to deal with this
Once a month.
Once a month until, like, when do you go through menopause? In your mid to late 50s?
Well, it varies from
It varies,
everyone,
yeah.
right? So women, I don't know, hopefully you guys know this, but women are born with all of the eggs that they're ever going to have. So you're born with that. I know this now because I am trying to go through in vitro to have a baby. So once your eggs run out, and it can be at any point. So usually you release like 1 or 2, that's how you get the twins, eggs a month. So you release them every month once you have your menstrual cycle.
Let's say per cycle. Because
Per cycle.
Some people do not have a menstrual cycle every month.
Okay. So ideally, your body releases these eggs. And believe it or not, doctors say that you can only really get pregnant like one time, or like short period of time a month. All the kids in the world, you'll be like, that can't be true. You could probably get, but no, it's only when those eggs are released. And when those eggs run out, then that's when you start going through the menopause stage. So men can make babies forever and all of that, but at some point our bodies do.
They're like, that's all.
It does run out.
Kids got
it runs out.
So let's talk about some blood stoppers.
Let's
talk about sanitary napkins and tampons and menstrual cups, because I have a few things here, and we are going to demonstrate. You pick one, and I'll pick one.
Well, I use these.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we'll start with the tampon. Hey, Miss Dixon.
We love your product.
We love your product. Thank you. So we're going to start with a tampon because I have had multiple adult women who do not know how to insert a proper tampon.
Disappointing.
Because when
they probably didn't have to talk.
They probably didn't have to talk.
Remember the girl I told you about in the first episode that warmed her? Yeah, she had the dowel and she warmed her douche up because she
didn't know.
She didn't know. Like, she microwaved it and put it inside of herself because.
Help me, Lord.
They need to see it.
So, I have had. You can get wax on your cycle, right? Mm-hmm. And in order to get wax on your cycle, you must have a tampon or a menstrual cup in at that time. So I have had people come in and I'd be like, "You need to go put a tampon on," but they would come back. And it will be just like this.
Still in the plastic?
In the vagina, yes. Still in the plastic.
Comfortable.
It can't be, but they don't know.
Okay.
So, this is what we do, guys. Here's the vagina, okay? You put the entire thing up there, right?
And it's gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
You see, wait, hold up. Like, dang.
Okay.
Your vagina tight, girl.
That's what he said.
It is some grips right here, okay? All right, come on, vagina. So, so you insert it, right? Hold the grip. Oh, shoot.
And then put your arm up a little bit.
And then push, right? And this plastic comes off and you throw this away.
Discard.
This is in your vagina. This is outside, so you can
Tuck
pull
out of her tight vagina.
So you can pull out and release in the toilet, and this is done. Okay?
No, you don't flush
Don't
those
flush
in the
it.
toilet. Don't
You
tell them
don't?
that, Brittany.
No.
Oh, I've been flushing this whole time.
No, it says on
No.
the packaging, do not flush.
No.
It is not biodegradable.
Y'all, I have been flushing this whole time.
Brittany, don't tell these people this and you out here giving out vaginal advice. Do not tell them that you done flush.
I can't be the only one that has flushed.
No, you're
this.
not. You're not. And that's why a lot of
But
stopped
you
up.
shouldn't.
Do not
do
flush.
that.
Okay, y'all,
Do not
well,
flush.
do not flush because I didn't know that. Oh,
Just
well.
wrap it up in the wrapper.
We
or
really
you
need
can
to
wrap
talk
it
to your
in
mama.
tissue. Cause she was like, "Yo, we just gonna throw her out there."
Just throw it out. Okay, so what do y'all do? Wrap it up in the tissue and then
you
throw
just
it
start it
in
in
the
the
trash can.
Yep, that's what I do.
Okay. Wrap this up and throw it in the trash can, please. Do not flush.
do not flush, Brittany.
You should be changing a tampon at least every 3 to 4 hours, depending on your cycle flow. So if you are a heavy bleeder, please get tampons that are for a heavy cycle. If you're someone like me, where I'm more regular light, you can go, just get a regular one. But
they got smaller sizes now too.
They do. Like
they got extras like my type vagina.
Yes, Lashana.
Like your tight vagina.
I know.
Candace, what you got?
So I have what I personally like to use. I have a pad.
The OG pad.
Honey
Miss
pad.
Dixon.
Hey.
You better share us.
This is what I like to use. I also like to use the different sizes. So for me, like I said, I'm more a regular light.
Open it up
like a
and
normal
show 'em.
5 days. I wear a regular one during the daytime, and then at nighttime I wear either the extra long or I wear a pad and a panty liner to cover like the rest of the crack.
Yeah.
So
you like for all your underwear to be
yeah, like a diaper.
Yeah.
Because with me, because of the way my cycle is, whenever I would lay down, it's shooting up the back, just like a baby in a poopy diaper. It's all coming up the back.
Yeah.
So it comes in like a little envelope. You will release it, and then it'll look like this on the inside. This is kind of white, so it'll come with the paper to cover the flaps, and then it's sticky on the back. So you will release it from the paper.
Yep. Put it on the underwear.
This
Here, I'll be
on
your underwear.
the underwear.
Boom.
Here, smooth it out first. Then you're gonna take the paper off of the flaps here,
And secure it around your underwear.
and they're like little wings. And then you would tap it around,
We out here wasting products.
Secured.
and it should live here. Again, you would change these every 3 to 4 hours. What I like to do when I change mine, I'll take it off after I've already unwrapped a new one. So I take it off. I will put all of my plastic dirties with the paper on the inside, roll it up. Then
Wrap
I'll
it in
take my paper,
That's what I do
Me too.
when I was
and
wearing
then
pads.
I'll wrap it up again. And I like to fold in the sides, so it's like a complete little package, so nothing is hanging out. And then once you get back to the little sticky tab,
You secure it. Do not flush that either.
no, definitely don't flush this. Please, this is like flushing a diaper. And then I also like to kind of wrap it up
with another piece of
again
tissue.
with another
Yep.
tissue, and then I toss it.
Yep. And if I'm at, when I was wearing them and I was at home, I would always keep like little sandwich bags. Like I would tie it up and put it in the garbage can.
So I think that's a good way. I think the pads, they should not be so outdated, I guess. Because you remember tampons was like the new thing to do. But pads, it gives the body the natural way to just release.
There's a lot of people that is now free flowing. Is that what that is? Well, they're just not doing anything.
Well, now they have like underwear that you can wear.
Yeah,
I don't trust
And you
it.
can
I don't
rewash
trust
them. They
it.
have them on SD. I was gonna buy some. I'm like, ooh, I just
Try something to let me know.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I don't trust it.
I don't
I
trust
just
that
don't.
either, but I mean, they kind of do. And people use like homemade pads, like cloth. Like
I mean, but that was the old school way though.
yeah.
It was like
I mean,
for
you used
real
to change
adult
your kid
diapers.
diapers.
Around dirty pads, because
No, you rinsed it when you
So what
Take it off,
they give you like 5 underwear or something to wear once a day or something?
I don't know. I don't do this. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
We gotta figure it out.
What you got?
if one of y'all do it, comment below.
Yeah,
Tell us.
please. Let
So
us know.
I have. Where is my box? I don't have the box somewhere.
You
I
have
have-
discarded it.
I don't know. It's here somewhere. But
She
I have. No, you're the only person that's flushing. I have the menstrual cup.
Hey, Miss Dixon.
That's by Honey Pot. Menstrual cups are becoming more popular. A lot of people didn't know what they are, and I would assume that they will like take over very
think
shortly.
so.
I am the biggest advocate of the menstrual cup. I
Me too.
absolutely love it. You can wear this thing like it's so comfortable. You don't even know that it's in. A lot of questions that I have when I'm dealing with the menstrual cup, or what people would say is, do it smell? And it's like, no, because the blood is inside of your body. It has not hit air. It's being caught. right before it drops. So like essentially, you know how you have heard this myth like blood isn't really red, but when it hit air it turns. So it's sort of like that with the menstrual cup. So it's a little bell shaped thingy, right? And it has this thing. Do anybody want to be a tight vagina for me? Okay, not that tight. You ain't me, girl. so like essentially this is the vagina. This is gonna be the inside, right? So the menstrual cups come like this. You can. Who's blowing me up? It's my kid, because I missed my period that month and I was pregnant with him. So the menstrual cup, you can insert it two ways. Some people can insert it like a U, or you can bend it down. So I like to bend it down and insert it like this. It goes into the vagina. Once it move back. Once it gets in, it pops in place.
Yes.
Just like that.
And here go the string.
And nothing comes from the uterus. It's all caught inside of the cup. When I want to take this cup out, it does not get messy. You just simply take your little finger. Can you be tight?
Okay.
Take your little.
Why are you doing? First of all, why are you doing all that? Because this little string right
I don't
here.
do it that way.
Boom.
I don't do it that way. They are really blowing me up, but I don't do it that way. I'm gonna tell them how I do it.
Okay, but this is what it's for, because you are being real messy.
Oh no.
You are on your cycle and you gonna do all of this?
Yeah.
No.
That's a lie.
It never
That
fills
is
up.
messy.
I don't know. I never have.
You are going to pull this
you
thing right
squeeze
here,
this.
which is
Gonna
why
create
it's
the
there.
suction.
And
Yeah, I just squeeze the bottom and I take this and I glide it down. So like when I'm gliding
you
it
probably
down.
got a lot of stuff in between the nails.
No, I didn't.
I mean, but does it get messy? Like, can you accidentally like pull it out too far and then you have a spill?
No, so I always sit down when I'm doing it. So the way that so essentially I'm sitting down. I pretty much have my hand at the bottom to secure it, and I put one finger over the top and I glide it down. So it's coming right out in my hand. Once I get it out, I empty it in the toilet. As I'm sitting down, it feels better when you do it at home versus a public bathroom, because I like to have my cold water running, because once I empty it, I rinse it, stretch it out. They have these little holes in there so that you can know when it's clean. You shouldn't have any blood residue left in there. Once it's cleaned out, dry it. Still sitting there, insert it back in. These things have like a 5-year warranty on it. Ooh, so essentially you can buy one menstrual cup and it'll last you for 5 years for all of your menstrual cycles. It is economically the smartest thing to do, I think.
So how much is one menstrual cup?
About $40, like 38 or something like that.
I think hers was like 35. So yeah, around
about
that,
$40.
around that.
So one pack of pads is
like
maybe $8.
But you gotta get what? How many a year?
Well, me, I buy a big pack, but that'll last me for 1 or 2 menstrual cycles.
Okay, so about 2 months.
Yeah, so once you think about the money, and the same cost with a tampon. So if you are someone that's looking for
cost effective,
or you want to, or you're like thinking about the environment too, because these are not recyclable. They're not biodegradable either.
And these are like made from medical material, like medical silicone, right? So essentially, they have eliminated cramps, because I think I touched on this the last time. Pads and tampons are made from recycled trash. So essentially you're sticking trash in you or stuff like that. So with this, it's all natural. It's medically safe.
And one other thing, they have disc. Have y'all seen those?
Yeah, I saw the disc.
Yeah, so the disc is
something like this, but they're disposable, right?
It's similar to a cup, and it is disposable, yes. But I like the disc because you can have sex on them.
I mean, you can have sex with this too.
Can you?
No, you cannot.
Yeah. You ain't gonna tell me what I do.
Okay.
It goes to the side.
Please do not try. Please do not try that, guys. If you feel like you are getting ready to have sex, then get the disposable disc, because the disc is flat at the top with the same material as this, but then it has a plastic bag right under here. and you insert it.
And the bed goes to
You
the back.
insert it like this, and then it sits on top, just like this, but it just doesn't have all of this.
But
so when you remove it,
essentially,
you
I
would
have
just
to-
go
So
on the
kind of
back.
like a female condom. Y'all seen that before?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's just like that, just like that. So look out for those two, because I've used that one, and that one's pretty good.
Have you ever tried to have sex with the menstrual cup?
I'm not going to.
Oh, well, you can. I have.
Please don't do that, guys.
You can do it.
Please don't.
Don't touch tampons. That's what you don't do that. Okay. But no, it's still the same because once he goes in, it's gonna bend. So,
But does
ladies,
he not feel
ladies,
uncomfortable?
I don't think that man ever cared about anything. So,
Oh wow, okay.
Ladies, we can wait 3 or 4 days.
I'm
And
not
I
put the
know-
towel down, and I'm not waiting.
I understand we all have our different preferences, but he will be okay in 3 or 4 days. But it is up to you and your man's discretion.
or lady.
Or
Put
lady.
the towel down.
Or
What's
you
wrong?
can put the towel down. So let's talk about the best time to get pregnant before the egg releases. So what I have noticed and what I've researched on, the ovulation period isn't it like 3 or 4 days before like the cycle? Because your discharge
If you don't
changes.
know anything what's going on, everybody wants to. You have a smartphone. On these smartphones, there are really cool apps. I have
I got Flow.
I have Ovia.
I use Mia.
That's who I have.
Flow, Ovia,
Yep.
and Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we using you. So this cool little app, and we're just looking at this is. I guess we would do this so that it shows. This is my tracker.
Mm-hmm.
So I cycled twice this month, but essentially between the 8th and the 14th is when I was fertile, and
then when did you start your cycle?
Right.
so I had 2 cycles this month. So from
From the 14th
September
to the 25th.
Yep. So from September the 1st through 4th was my first cycle, and then I was fertile the week after, and then I had a cycle that started Friday the 25th and ended yesterday the 29th. So essentially,
about a week
I
in
will
between
be
everything.
fertile. My fertilization period is from the 4th through the 9th of October. So in about a few more days.
Okay, so it's really like a week between everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like 1,
you,
2, 3, yeah.
so you
like
have
3
a
to 4
cycle.
days after.
You have a cycle, and then 3 or 4 days after, you're fertile for about 7 days, and then 7 more days later.
Well, then, but you only really ovulate once, right?
Right, like in the
So
middle.
It's like a
that's
day
the
or
that very first day for me is my ovulation. It's always the very first day.
So I know when I'm ovulating because the discharge changes.
Mm-hmm. Mine does too.
It gets a little thicker and a little stickier.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like that because it holds on. It wants to hold on to sperm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's technically how you get pregnant.
Yeah. And I've noticed like the older that I get, my period becomes even more regular. So
Mhm.
even without my tracker, I know when I'm ovulating, when I'm not fertile. I can feel the hormonal change because I'm not as frisky.
Right.
So yeah, I
Some
can
women are
definitely
more, and so I know that you guys, we were joking about sex on your menstrual cycle, but some women are actually, they say that's the time that they're more turned on. They're like, they feel like they're in heat when they are cycling. So do you have sex while you're on your menstrual cycle? Do you not? Is that the wrong thing to do necessarily or not?
I don't think it's wrong. I just think that's preference because some women, they can't stand it.
Like I don't have sex on my period.
Yeah, some women
I
don't
don't
like
have
it,
vaginal
and
sex.
some
You don't have
women are
vaginal?
okay.
Well, anal
I
or
don't- I
oral?
don't-
Well,
yeah.
Okay, cut.
these girls get it in. They listen to Megan Thee Stallion.
Ain't no vanilla over here, dog. Ain't no vanilla over here.
I'm the only
back
person
to
that's
what
vanilla.
you said when you say now that you're older, you become more regular.
Mm-hmm.
So they say that we are high risk when we're in our mid-30s.
Yes,
but that
that's
is
what
not
they say.
true.
It's
High
not
risk
true.
of
We
what?
are the most fertile
Mhm.
right now. Right now, we are at our prime. It's like biting into the ripest peach right now.
And I
Hey,
think-
Georgia peaches.
She's from Atlanta.
Chicago entire beefs now.
But I think that's why they say, like, when you are older, you're more susceptible to you have a higher probability of having multiples as well.
Yep.
And women like past 30 are at like their sexual peak.
Yes.
So,
So
ladies in our age group,
That's why they always
why
go-
she having sex on her cycle.
I mean, I got I'm married and I got a boyfriend. So.
Oh my
Wow.
God. You
Let's
gonna
put
put
it
it
all
on
out there. All right.
Okay. Don't.
No, I'm
watch
just playing.
husbands.
I'm just playing. I'm committed.
She's committed to herself.
Cut.
No, for real, I'm just playing. Don't use this in a court. I don't want a divorce. I want to be with you. But no, that's why a lot of older women like deal with the young guys, right? Because they're at their sexual peak. They like want it all
Right
the
now.
time.
And
They
men
need it all the
usually
time.
peak out around in
Yeah,
their 20s,
they kind of
25.
slow down at that peak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Dang, we kind of need to get on the same schedule.
I mean, but
no,
that's why
you
there's
get
so
your
many
little.
couples out here.
Yeah, you get your little. Go to Jamaica and get you a little boyfriend.
I know, and then have fun, and
And then go back home.
then leave.
I don't do that.
Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
Then leave. But no, what I do want to say, yeah, ladies, if you don't have something to track your cycle, you may want to. Like, my tracker is so accurate. Like, it's never not been on point. That's something you want to do. You want to make sure that you are keeping up with changing your pads, your tampons, and emptying your menstrual cup regularly every 2 to 3 hours. With the menstrual cup, it works really great with me. Like, essentially, they say you can wear for 12 hours. I've never worn mine for 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
But I have left out and been gone 6-7 hours and then just empty when I got back home. Really funny. I don't think a lot of women know that essentially we think that we bleed a whole lot during a menstrual cycle.
And you really don't.
You really don't. You only really lose 1 ounce of blood within a matter of those days. So, call me weird.
Well, let's say if you are regular, because there
If
are
you're
some
heavy
things going on where people do have really heavy periods, like fibroids.
Oh, well,
or,
yeah.
You know, stuff
On
that's
normal,
going on.
well, I'm not gonna say not normal, but usually you don't. The average woman without any preconditions don't lose a lot of blood. It's about less than 2 ounces of blood a month.
And if
So-
you really think about like ounces, because some people don't, really know how much ounce is. It's literally like a couple of tablespoons.
That's it.
Yeah. So when I'm wearing this menstrual cup, that's another. I'm weird. I'm an esthetician. I look at vaginas, right? So of course I look at myself. Like I said, when I pull this cup out, I look at the cup, and I may have had the cup on for 6-7 hours, and I'm still not even to this line. So they say you can wear it for 12 hours. I don't. It's really great when you go to sleep. Like, I don't worry about any spills or anything like that. So, and then I like to look to see how dark my menstrual cycle is. How dark is my blood? Because your blood should be bright red. It should be red. When it's darker, I think
That's just old blood.
it's just old blood. And that's where V-steaming come in at, right? If you are a habitual V-steamer or someone that V-steams a lot, you would realize that blood is a lot lighter and you don't have a lot of old blood left in you. But your blood is red. It's not dark brown or anything like that. That is old blood that's left in your body that needs to come out. I love the menstrual cup.
Me too. Now, everything that she said, she is only talking about the average woman.
We're not doctors.
Understand that some women do not have regular cycles. You may only get 3 or 4 a year,
Or maybe none at all.
or maybe none at all.
Or maybe
we know that
birth
birth control controls some of that. We're only talking about the average woman who has a normal cycle once a month. But if you have anything else going on that may cause you to have heavy bleeding or really, 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 really heavy cramps, I would probably consult with your gynecologist, because it might be something else that is going on. Prayerfully not, but that's real life. Yep, you always want to know. So y'all got some closing remarks?
Don't be afraid of your period and what happens. Always look in the toilet to double check and see what's going on. Don't flush your tampons and pads, please. They are not biodegradable and they do not help the environment.
Please don't flush.
Yeah, and talk to your girls. And men
Please
also
talk
get in
to
on
your
that
daughters.
conversation too, especially if you are a man raising your children and you have girls.
Talk to
Be
your
prepared to
daughters.
have that conversation and don't make it awkward.
Yeah,
And
It is already an awkward, embarrassing
if
subject.
men cannot, or men and women, if you feel like this is not a comfortable subject, please reach out to one of us or reach out to somebody that is close to you that can have that conversation, because the worst thing you can do is not have
the
any conversation at all.
And then people
Hello,
grow
look at
up
us.
and flush tampons. Oh, we're going to have to talk about this when this camera not rolling.
Well, lucky for you and the environment that I don't use tampons anymore. I use a menstrual cup.
Well, maybe I'll be converted into using the menstrual
Yeah, we gotta get you one.
Yeah, try it. You
I'll
can
get
have
one.
this one. This one's brand new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, try it.
I'll try it and then I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
It ain't time for me yet.
So please like us, comment, what else? Share,
Hit the
subscribe.
notification bell.
Yes, hit the bell. Where's the bell? This side?
I don't
This
know.
side?
It's
Down
gonna be
here?
somewhere
It's
on
somewhere.
there. I don't know.
Oh, let me throw this in because I am a waxer and I just have to say this. Ladies, don't think because you got your period you can cancel your appointment with me, because a period don't stop nothing but a census, okay? You can. If you have an appointment, you better show up. I don't care if your period came, because you will be charged a late cancel fee. But no, you can really use a tampon. You can really use a menstrual cup. Because you're on your cycle, there is no reason to be embarrassed or to cancel your wax appointment. I may be on mine at the same time you're on yours. You can still come to your appointment. That doesn't mean that you can't get waxed or something that's embarrassing or that we have not seen. We essentially wax somebody on their cycle probably every day. So like, I know that sometimes, and I get like, hey, I need to cancel because my period came. No, your period does not stop your appointment. You can still come.
You can still come, but we need to let you know that you are more sensitive at that time.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I do not get waxed on my cycle. I don't care.
You know,
No,
well, you paying me.
because it's too sensitive. Because not only does this change, the vagina change.
The touch.
I mean, everything about your body changes. You know, just like you said earlier, some people can be more horny. You can crave different things. You can get headaches. Your skin is sensitive. You get cold real fast. I mean, it's so many. It
It is, and I mean that's why we want to like track your cycles, try to book your appointments around them. For the people that don't track or say that their period was a surprise, even though it came every month around the same
Well, mine
time.
was a surprise.
You wasn't keeping up with it.
No,
Yeah,
because
mark your
but you know
calendar.
what? To be honest with you, from the age of maybe like 16 to 23, my periods were not scheduled on time.
They weren't okay.
And I went to,
'Cause there
I went
are
to a
irregular.
gynecologist a few times, and you know, to see what was going on, like why isn't it like this? And she said it was just regular, maybe like around in between those ages. That's just what happened.
And a lot of times, for all my moon lovers, your cycle will change with the changes of the moons, the full moons and stuff. It does affect your cycle.
Yeah, so
But just
it
keep
was a
track.
surprise to me.
You can mark it on the calendar. You can
Yeah,
use
that's what my mom used to do,
e-checking app.
like put X's on the calendar.
Because literally just prepare yourself every 3 weeks. If you are a regular menstrual, every 3 weeks, just go ahead and prepare yourself. Like, this is what's happening,
one is
and
poking
this is how I
out.
feel.
Y'all not gonna tell me.
I mean,
And if you have like a significant other or something and you're embarrassed to say like, no, not tonight. Some people are afraid of the word period or cycle. Give it cool little name, call it Nancy or whatever, like, hey, Nancy's in town or Nancy's visiting, something like that, to like soften the blow. But essentially,
I don't know. I feel like if you're getting down like that with your significant other, that should be a conversation. You should be comfortable saying that.
But people are not. I don't know why.
But that's why we're having this conversation. Because I know my dude, he knows when my period comes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm telling you, that's how Nick used to be like, yeah, ain't you on? Like, no. And then the very next day, I'd be like,
You was
how you
on,
know?
yeah.
How you know? But
So anyway, we are the 3 brown girls on the brown couch.
with blue jean jackets today.
With blue jean jackets today. I hope you got some really good information about the menstrual cycle today. Please share your experiences, share any advice that maybe we didn't touch on, anything. So Candace, give me your IG one more again.
I see you, Brow and Lash. You can catch me in the Charlotte metro area, Kings Mountain, Shelby, Gastonia, taking services. Watch out for some products, YouTube, Patreon classes.
Yes. Come on, Candace.
And I am Lashana. I am located in Chicago and Illinois and Concord, North Carolina. I am your dual licensed esthetician. You can follow me on Instagram at SCIdols LLC. Catch me on Kitty Combos, hanging out with these cool cats.
And y'all know me. I'm at Dustin Rubies. Continue to follow, share with your friends, and we out.
Bye.